Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2018 Pro Cyclist Mode, episode 54. Stage 12 of the Giro d'Italia, 150 kilometers. It's a short one, but there are a few steep climbs along the way. Apparently, I'm among the favorites for this stage. This is not the kind of stage, though, that I would dominate in. We'll see what we can do to split the field up a bit, probably starting with this Category 2 climb here, depending on where my team's at and what my condition is at. But I'll meet you somewhere in this plateau or on this descent, probably before that climb, unless my condition is pretty low, and then we'll just kind of hang out in the group until about here. 71 kilometers left in this one. We've got a peloton of 130 riders. There are 18 riders left, which is about half of the group that originally set off in the breakaway. There are some riders off the back, including 2 from my team. The bad news for me at the moment is I'm struggling to keep up because, well, for one, I don't want to push the pace too hard, but 2, I have been out of water for ages. Boaro has been, there he is, in the middle of the pack and not making his way forward at all, and I don't have control over Boaro. So we're hitting the base of the climb here, and I have no water, which means my heart rate's up. I'm struggling even though there's no reason for it, as Boaro has just been awful about getting to the front. I mean, it's been 35, 40 kilometers since he picked up these water bottles. He's finally just about there now. The lead for the breakaway group is down to just over a minute, and this is where I was hoping to do some sort of attack. And what's going on? He's out of energy. He's out of energy, so Betiol is now going to get water. Jeez, guys. Peloton shrinking quickly, 95 riders. Betiol's going to get himself dropped trying to get water. And even though he's fresh, there's going to be a gap. And there was a gap. There's a gap again. And I'm going back to get water myself. I'm going to get dropped, am I? Crap. Oh, this is just a ridiculous start to the stage here. So I've been dropped. There's 45 riders ahead. Settle down. Hey, settle down. Don't worry about them for water. There's nobody else to get water for. De Plus, he's okay. Recover some, and then we need to cover this gap. This is freaking stupid.
Their front group is disorganized, and some riders are exploiting this opportunity to attack.
There we go. Made contact with the peloton, but this group is getting dropped right now, and I'm getting hung up behind them. Oh. Moscon's trying to attack from the breakaway group. Okay. Moscon's going for the mountain climbers jersey now. So I waste a bunch of energy just remaking contact with the peloton, which is down to 34 riders. A few more we'll latch back on because we've got a good while before that next climb, but let's speed things up. And at least I'm strong enough to recover. This descent will help with that recovery. But I have 0 team support now. De Plus might make it back on, but he's 2 minutes behind, so not looking likely actually at this point. Breakaway group was destroyed and caught for the most part. There are 5 riders left ahead. Let's slow it down and figure out what's going on. So Moscon, Conchi, that's a good group. That's Quintana, but that's not Nairo, and Degand. Those guys have a decent chance, but we're only just over a minute behind. So The winner is likely to be coming out of this group. I need to move up a little bit here. I don't like being at the back of the peloton. I am not Adam or Simon Yates, who have been caught out more times than I can think. They save a lot of energy hanging out in the back, but incidents happen, and when you're in the back, that's when you get caught out and left behind. Just 3 riders left out the front, and they are just up ahead 40 seconds. Go ahead and relax for now, and here's the climb profile. First half is very gradual, 7.3 kilometers overall. The last few K are going to be a bit steeper. The average is 6%. This is definitely not a severe climb. Does mean the pace can go a bit higher, but we're not really seeing that. In fact, that group of 3 is now 1:45, so they've already picked up a minute attacking this climb. Two minutes now. They're looking more and more likely to win the stage. 2.5.
Breakaway in the leading group.
Conchi going for the points. It flashed so quick I didn't even see where the points ended up. Oh, it didn't. There was still a point left. I'm not worried about 1 point though. Moscon has moved 10 points clear of where I'm at. $23K. Grab water. There we go. That was easy. Okay, now I'm fresh. Now I can do something on that final attack. There is a chance on the downhill to recover a little bit. Let's slow down, see what are we looking at for the end here. Nice steep climb, a little bit of chance for recovery, and then you still have that flat section, so there will be a sprint at the end. But can maybe do something on this climb.
Thank goodness he looks fit to get back in the race.
Before we get to the base, I want to move up towards the front here.
Let's hope it doesn't jeopardize the rest of his season. What's going on? Several riders are flat on the ground. Certainly some sort of incident.
Reichenbach to Gand. 5K to the top. This one's much steeper, but not quite yet. But you can see a lot of guys are already pushing, so. Okay, now it's starting to get a little bit steeper here.
There are just 10 kilometers left. Things are hotting up at the front.
Peloton's starting to thin out a little bit.
You see that? You can read the pain on the faces at the back of the peloton.
Buran pushing.
Wow, that's one attack that's going to leave
Guerrero, Landa, Formulo. They're not getting away from me, and we're nearly to the top now. Alright, so controlled the top, kept everyone in check, allowed myself a chance to recover. It looks like the breakaway, now of 2, Moscon and Conchi are going to get the win. Augustin is going to take 3rd. It's 2.5 minutes. No, he's caught back up, so it's a 3-minute shootout for the podium, so they'll all be up there. Meanwhile, Uran is still trying to push. Whoa, guys, whoa.
And he sprints away from the group. He's going for victory.
3K, there we go.
The final sprint is off. Who's going to be the first to the line today?
2.7.
A great victory.
Moscon takes the win, no surprise there. Just over 1K for us. And here we go. Not in the prime position and definitely not the prime sprinter, but it depends on the energy left. The reserves of these guys. And make my way across to the inside. just outside the top 10, 12th on the stage. Bonifazio won that sprint. Sagan was second. Guerrero, Roglic, main contenders all appear to still be up here. But only 20 riders left in the group, so there could have been someone missing. We'll get our first look at the standings, at least for this episode, part 3 of the Giro d'Italia. We entered in 7th place, a minute 7 off the pace. Most of that time was lost in the team time trial, but there was a few riders who got up the road on one of the hill climbs and picked up, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, whatever it was.
Now for the best moments of the day.
Okay, so 2.5 minutes was the lead of those 3. And let's see. We were 12th on the stage and 27 riders minus the 3. So 24 end up getting classified in the group. And I lose a place in the standings. Because Gianni Moscon now leads this race overall. Really? He was that close. He was only 2 minutes down. He was 12th place, and you let him get in the breakaway group? Because Thomas is his teammate, so he didn't care that his teammate was in the breakaway group. But Roglic and Astana didn't chase. Rapaciro and Groupama FDJ didn't chase. I'm not the one who has to defend that position. They were, but okay, I guess. Great, now Moscon's back in contention here. 12th in the sprints, Viviani leads that though. 4th in the mountains, 2nd in the under 25, and as a team, we are 3rd. Just what I wanted. Move down a spot in the standings because of a breakaway that was just allowed to ride away and not chase down. Because it really wasn't chased down. I mean, we had him within 30 seconds, and then a few kilometers later, it was out to almost 3 minutes. Stage 13, sprint stage. We'll come back just to the end on this one. 8 kilometers left. Breakaway group is still away, but they're all right here. So Canolo, who took 2nd on the last stage, in the breakaway again. We're seeing little splits, little climbing here.
Things are hotting up at the front.
14 seconds away.
5 kilometers left.
With just 5K to go, I don't think it's going to hold, but might as well try, right? Energy gel. $1.7K. I'm not going to make it, but small group give and chase. There we go. Sprint. I'll be with the group, so I'm okay. 24 riders is all that seems to be here. It's only 25 seconds back, so the gap is tiny. Viviani takes the win for Team BMC. Good for us. Gaviria, only 4th. It's amazing that Viviani is on form here over the other guys. I'll have a competitive time with this one. 20th.
We're waiting for the tail enders who continue to arrive.
And yeah, there's no gap there. No gap. So those 90 are going to be on the same time as the rest of us. It looked unlikely. If I had one other rider, probably could have hung on and won by 10 seconds and gotten a little time bonus. That would have been, 20 seconds in the bag, or 16, 17, 15 seconds in the bag. Certainly could have used it. Got everybody same time. No change to the overall. Going to move into the serious stages, though, that are finally going to decide this thing. There's only been what was considered one climbing stage, and it was not. It wasn't. It was a hill stage. It really was. I mean, it finished with a relatively small group, but it was not a decisive stage. Now, I had good race day condition yesterday. I sure hope I get one today, but as you can see, 2 very big climbs today, 201 kilometers, and that's the last 50 or so K. So we'll bypass the first 150 K, and we'll hit the base of that first climb. I'm the favorite for the stage, but a lot of that will depend on my race day condition. But here is where I can finally start to have an impact on this race and try to take control, at least somewhat, leave some of these riders behind, maybe finish in a small group, get it down to, top 3 or 4 or something like that. Or if I'm real fortunate, into the lead. All right, 87 kilometers to go. We're still a little bit away from the base of the first climb. The Breakaway group has 19 riders. They were out to a 9-minute lead. However, Conchi is in that group. He is down exactly 6 minutes, meaning he's 5 minutes behind me. I did not want to run the risk of what happened with Moscon, and likewise, I would love to get that 10-second bonus for winning the stage. I'd love to claim the mountain points to potentially get both jerseys. So I asked Viviani, Cassar, and Boaro to go forward and work lightly at the front, which they have done. The unfortunate news is that means they're not going to last very long on the climb. But they weren't going to last very long on the climb anyway. This is going to do a little bit of damage to some of the field. You can see, some of the guys are a little bit tired. Peloton's actually shrunk already, and not just from crashes. So it's useful. It's helpful. So as we hit the base of the climb, I'll have a smaller group for lead out, but I'll let those guys at the front continue to push hard. And as we get closer, I'm actually going to set up another train, and I'm not going to be the last guy in the train. Not for the first climb anyway. I want to make sure that I still have one rider with me, so I'll pull somebody up over that first climb myself if I have to. And I think that's going to be Deplus. So Deplus, who's protecting me now, we're going to reverse that. I'm going to protect him, and then I'll have Sindali protect me, who's getting water right now. So I'm going to have to wait until after Sindali is back from his duties. And then I'll let those guys use up whatever energy they do have at the front of the climb. Luckily, the full team is near the front, other than Sindali, who just went back to get water. Come on, Sindali. Come on. Get up there. Peloton's back together, actually. Most of it. 28 riders off the back, and they'll not regain contact. But I need Sindali to get up there with water before I make my moves. So we're going to go ×2 for a little bit. He is making his way through. And he's not really wasting energy. That's a good thing. Get him up to the front. Get him up to the front. And good. Okay. Now, 19 kilometers is still the top of this climb. You can see we're in a relatively steep section right now, but it's going to level off a bit for a good half of the climb. Then it's going to really steepen towards the top. So this will be easy. We'll just cut a ride and let those 3 guys use up their energy, burn off. They should make it at least to the second steeper section. So I want these guys. There we go. And we're going to go just 99s. And Deplus, you're going to follow me. I'm going to follow Sindali. Sindali's going to follow Betiol. And then we'll just ride on through. And nicely, all 4 of us are right there. So Bettiol, okay climber, so he should be able to hold traction for a while. Boaro, Cassart, Viviani, they're not going to last too long. And actually, that breakaway group, is it just me or did they open the lead back up quite a bit? They've accelerated. That's okay. That is okay. Cassart, not going to last much longer. We'll get a good look as he drops through the back of the field. 96 riders in the peloton. And any numbers dropped from here, unless it's right before the top, are probably not going to make contact again. Cassart is done. Yeah, he's not going to recover. He is not going to recover. No, he is not going to recover. Viviani's going to drop out. Boaro's going to drop out here in a moment. There we go, 79 riders. You can see it's still pretty compact, so the pace is not that hot. There we go, he's out the back. Now, other teams are leading it at the moment, so I got to keep an eye on the time. Let's actually slow it down a little bit. Viviani's already gone out the back. Here's Boaro. He's going out the back. Of course, these guys are partially going out because they've been, leading this thing. But you can see here's a group fading, 64 riders. Those guys all just lost contact. Now when we get to this steeper section, not this first one, I'm going to wait until we get over that little hump. And when we go up again, Bettiol is going to, not full on attack or anything, but he's definitely going to start pressurizing this field. We are 6 minutes down, which is kind of that limit. I did not want to get any lower than this. Sandali's hurting a little bit. That's not a good thing. Daplouse is hurting a little bit, keeping up with me. We're definitely not going to go 99. But Bettiol is going to sacrifice himself to get us a little bit of damage done. Okay, here we go. Past the intersection, and it's going to go up again. We're going to say 87 for you.
It's in such percentages that the strongest can create some gaps.
Okay, Sandali. Hopefully he can hang. Yes, good.
Whoa, there's an attack from inside the breakaway group.
Bettiol hanging on there for now. Starting to catch the remnants of the break as it's splitting up. Bettiol's just about done here. Just 40 riders left, and that includes the one we just caught. You'll go in 87 too because you don't have the energy to do anything else. Set you to auto. Maybe, just maybe you'll hang with us. There's only 2 kilometers left. Sam, I'm going to save you just a little bit of energy. No. You just try to survive here. Now I'll go in 88, and this will blow up the field a little bit further. Daplouse should make it over the top, coming up on the 1K banner. Sandali might. Nope, he's about to get dropped, but he might be able to regain contact. But there's 9 riders out the back that I just shuffled out, so we're down to... Oh, Daplouse, hang on, hey, hang on, buddy, hang on. Good, he'll hang on. Okay, he'll hang on. Now, I'm not leading this thing down the mountain. Hopefully somebody else will. 19 riders is all that's left, but we are 5 minutes down on the front. We'll gain time on that final climb, no problem. And Daplouse should... Yeah, there we go. He's back up here. We're going to cancel his order, and he's going to go into the protect mode. Sandali is 2 minutes down. Probably not going to be able to catch up to us, so that's that. But at 5 minutes down, Conchi's not going to be a threat. How many riders are still left out there? 13. That's still most of that group. Only 19 given chase. That's good for me. And let's take a look at who is here while we're on our way down the hill. So, Uman, Gegenhardt, Uran, Rapaciro, Demoulin, Landa, Zakarin, Martin, Formulo, and Geraint Thomas. Peter Scott out the back. Let's see. Inkhorn, who's been up there a little bit, is out the back. Looks like we haven't lost any main contenders, but they've lost their teammates. That's kind of the important part. Most of these teams are going to be down to just one rider, maybe two in some cases, like mine. We're at the base. Yeah, let me see. There's at least 2 Sky Riders. Monte Group Gobert. Ooh, Mikel Landa and Martin are both Monte Group. Everybody else on the list, anyway, is single riders, but of course that's only half the list. Now, I'm tempted to attack, however. Yeah, let's take a look at the profile here. Steep base. I want De Plus to at least make it to that midsection. And maybe that's actually where we start our attack, is at the midsection. So I'm going to let De Plus run. But we've got to keep an eye on the time. It's exploding at the moment. 6:20. I can't let that breakaway group get too far away, so if nobody's going to attack, I'm going to have to use De Plus to lead this thing. So De Plus, you're going to have to get chase here. Try 77 here. And watch which way this is going. It's coming down slightly. We'll go 78. See if we're gaining on him. Yes, slight gains. Slight gains. That's good, and he should last a little while like that. Sad thing is I shouldn't be leading this. Guy should. We've got 24 riders now. Somebody else has made contact. Gegenhardt. Gegenhardt was not in the group. Now he is. Okay, we're catching this first group. We're catching the main group slowly. We've peeled off half a minute here. Looks like they are on their way to a stage win, unless they really blow up all of them. Bruce, you have already nearly hit that section I need you to get to, so I could almost speed it up. However, I'm not going to, because the time's coming down, and you've got to be doing damage to some of these riders behind us. So, and meanwhile, I'm doing just fine. So, okay, so that group's caught. There's only 3 riders left off the front: Cavilli, Diego Rosa, and Villela. Still a big group. Give a chase, though. Okay, here's that flatter section. This is where I needed him to get past. It's going to get steep here in a little bit. 18 kilometers left. 18 is all. He's not going to last much longer. We're going to hit that steep section, and he'll crash pretty quick. But we're down to 4 minutes, so we have gained a lot on them, but the peloton is not really shrinking, so I haven't done the damage to the group. He's going to be the one to get hurt. Ooh, I've fallen back. These guys are all working. Again, Keniek, Reichenbach, are they all working? De Plus running out of energy, and I'm coming right towards the front. Plus, you're gonna infinite 83 for just a moment. Get the acceleration started. Get the acceleration started. And then ready and go. Accelerate.
The group is slowly thinning out due to such a frantic pace.
Okay, ease off, ease off.
It's going to leave a good few in its wake.
Steepest section. Flattens out a little bit here though, so it's going to give somebody a chance to get back on. In fact, it looks like it could be everybody getting back on. Maybe, maybe not. Yes, we've remade contact here. I clawed back a minute just like that though. Okay, I'm recovering, that's the nice thing. 21 riders is all that's left, so it did leave a few of them out. Another steep section, another chance to accelerate, but I'm still recovering and kind of want to recover a little more before I attack again. Ready, and go. Okay, off the front.
And he moves on to the attack. It could be decisive.
12 seconds. Boy, they regained contact quick there. Go ahead and recover. It's not steep enough right here. Next chance is it coming for... Oh! Hey! Hey! Guerrero, Roglic.
He's giving it one last go.
Ascan still here. Group's shrinking. Okay, it's all back together. I'm going to make contact with this group. And then I'm going to ride with that group for a little bit. There we go. Okay, now recover.
The riders just passed the 5 kilometers road sign.
Use my gel. Use my gel now. I don't like being on the outside. I can't see what's going on the inside. That's where I got hit with that attack before. And here's the guys that made that attack. 4.7. There's just... Where are we at now? So Kavili, 3 minutes ahead, and then a minute there, minute 40 there. I'm not sure if we're going to catch those three, but those guys aren't a threat. So I'm now down to just my group here. Uman's still here, Gegenhardt, Uran, Rups, they're all still here. And I've burnt some energy. Here comes an attack. Roglic.
Anyone that's low on gas definitely won't be able to keep up.
It's Roglic. I'm just going to try to get onto his wheel, and I didn't get... Okay. Garcia attacked, and then everybody else stayed with him. Ah, Guerrero. Come on. It's one attack after another. And it's all attacking me, even though I'm only in 8th place.
Falling behind. A team leader is falling behind. This was a great day for
Kavili gets the win. Guerrero and Roglic have gotten away. That's not good. That is not good. I'm not going to get the same time as them either. There's going to be a time gap. 3 minutes down here as everybody's about to hit the line. Guerrero, Roglic already over. Landa, Rapaciro, Uman, Uran, Zakarin. I should have just waited. I tried to put some distance between the group and myself, and it did not work out that way. 13th, and I'm going to lose half a minute to some of these guys. That did not go as planned at all. Every time I tried to break away, somebody used up a little bit of energy to close me down, and then everybody else just kind of comfortably rode back on. So I never got clear. Tried, what, 3 times? Now, if I would have waited and just covered their attacks, but then that was the problem too. Was Giro and Roglic? They accelerated so quick. They would get a good ways up the road. Not sure how they were able to do that and still have the energy to do that, because I didn't. And I definitely did not attack long. And they did. So how were they able to attack that long? Is their resistance that high? Could be. Or their form is that good today. 3:37. See, I did end up on a different time. I lost half a minute to these guys. This is going to hurt overall. Still 8th place, minute 23. Roglic is now leading this race, 16 seconds over Guerrero, so those two have moved into the top spots. Rapaciro is now 3rd. Zakarin, Landa, Uman, Thomas. And some guys have definitely dropped. Moscon's dropped all the way from the lead to 11th. Demoulin's down to 12th. Gegenhardt, there's a big gap there to 13th on down. So we're kind of down to 12 contenders remaining. And I'm only in 8th place. Ugh. No points. Okay, well. Yeah. Got my work cut out for me if we're going to win this race overall. See, last year I was just trying to survive, so 4th place was a good finish. Hill stage, but that's very much a mountain finish. This could be good. We'll join up. Actually, probably not even this first climb. It's going to be early enough. It'll do damage to the field, but there's going to be plenty of riders left. So we'll join up somewhere near these last 3 climbs, depending on how small the group's getting by that point. Halfway up that Category 1 climb, and it's steep. It is steep enough that it is really doing damage. The peloton has already split in half. We're down to 45 riders. The pace has been high enough that damage is being done. So Bonifazio is trying to ride off the front here. I'm not too worried about that. We've got a long stage to go. I'm not protecting anything. I'm in 8th place. Why should I be the one set to lead this thing out? So I'm just going to ride and stay on. 21 riders are all that remain now. As long as they don't put all the pressure on me, like I'm the leader of the race, I could really benefit from this and have a good race here. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, though, as we continue up the climb. By the way, 77 is in the red. 78 is just holding position, so that is the pace that we are going at least relative to my pace, anyway. Collecting a bunch of the breakaway group here. So we hit the top of the climb, so they'll be with us now and be able to recover. That's 26 riders. Those guys probably won't last long when we go up the other side. Get myself some water here. 76K. That means I'll probably need water one more time. Maybe the short peak coming up. That'll be far enough along to get water one final time, or maybe at the top. It's a small enough group that I should be able to grab water pretty easily. So one of these next 2 climbs right at the peak. 3.5 minutes to the rest of my team. So they're not likely to come back, but some riders are coming in. We're up to 28 now. Four minutes to whatever's left of the breakaway as they're all split up. We got 7 riders at the front, 4 giving chase. I'm going to go even times 4 here, as this climb's not going to do any damage. Not to me, anyway. Back up to 30 riders. Martin leading out for Landa now. Doing work for the team. It's weird, Roglic in the lead. Ooh, see now even a 78's not enough. Team's getting all split up behind us. They're more than 3 minutes behind, so they're definitely not coming back now. Water-wise, I should be able to get about to the end with 55k. But I'll wait till that next climb to get the water just to be sure. Speed it up on the descent here. And we'll stay at ×2 as this next climb again is not going to be damaging. It's definitely the final couple climbs that are going to do the real work, and we've already got this small group. We're already halfway up, and we're actually losing a couple riders here. 5k to the summit. I want to wait until I'm a bit higher before I grab water. One final time. 4k.
There's a breakaway in the leading group.
Down to 2k. It's relatively flat through here. Catching Katana of Movie Star, not Nairo. Okay, 1.2. That's far enough. Let's grab water. Get back up there. "22 riders here in the break. 5 riders left off the front. They should be caught today. They are not as far out front. Smaller groups, not as strong of riders. Though there's still a few good riders up there. But I'm fully recovered here and in pretty good shape. But now things are going to start to intensify. 82s here. Nobody attacking yet. I'm not planning to attack until the final climb, and really not until late.
Several riders are on the ground, but it
Minute
doesn't look
53
too
to the
serious.
breakaway group of 4.
Somebody says that a rider is down.
That lead's opening up, so our pace is too slow. Nobody's really leading this out. If I had a teammate, I'd have them leading it out. Sky should be. They've got multiple riders. But they're not interested. Rosa, Moscon.
Some riders are exploiting this opportunity to attack.
Of course, Roglic's team. Astana should be doing the work, but he might not have anyone with him. We're actually still gaining on that group of 4 anyway, so apparently they are crashing. Now, here's the thing. Can I do some damage at an 87, 88? Just thin things out a little, maybe? Because I'll recover on the descent, no problem. Rode one guy off the wheel. This will also get us in contact with that group. At least just about. 18 now. I think this is what I should have done last stage, is just ride guys off the wheel gradually. 17. Okay, over the top. I actually picked up some points on that, but I'm all the way down to 9th. But the big mountain climbing stages obviously are still in front of us. This is only a hill stage by classification. Alright, so we're minute 40 down on one rider. It's Volgren. Volgren's a good rider. He'll be difficult to catch, but a minute 40 is not that hard if he's crashing, if he's got nothing left, where he's just got to ride a gradual pace, because that is a steep final climb. That is the kind of climb that I can ride more guys off the back. I rode 5 off the back, but I've got 16 left to go, and I can't do it the whole way up because I won't have enough pace, so I'm gonna have to wait till partway up the climb to start that process. In fact, that super steep section might be a good time to do that. That's about a third of the way up.
The riders are entering the last 10
The group of
kilometers.
3 are nearly caught. There's an Astana rider. He should be putting work in for the team. Somebody got back on. We're back up to 18. Going up here in a moment. ×2 for right now. Off the main road and up
This
we
climb
go.
features some dreadful percentages.
This is a steep section. Yes, it is. And there's more steep sections coming. But for now, I'm just going to ride. Okay, Formulo's attacking.
Formodo goes onto the attack.
Uran and Landa, Uran, Landa, Formulo all attacking. Reichenbach, Rapacero right up here with me. And I'm just riding gradually. And they're all starting to back off. They can't keep up, so.
Falling behind, a team leader
3
is
ahead,
behind.
12 in the group, 6 off the back already. And now
And he spurts away from the
it is
group,
just
going for victory.
Landa going for it. And I am on my own. And I'm opening up a nice big gap behind, but Landa is riding away. So I need to recover as well. 2.8k, let's use that gel. Love to make contact with Landa, and it looks like I might, even though I'm out of energy. I'm just a stronger rider than he is, so I think I'm going to make contact here. That'll allow me to recover if I can. One rider giving chase now. Who is it? Oh, they got back together. Hey, where you going? Landa's going to hang on and win. But I'll have the same time as these guys, so.
He displayed a tremendous
Uran,
tenacity.
Rapacero, Roglic, Mulan, Formulo, Gegenhardt, and myself.
We're waiting for the team
And
members
Uman.
who continue to arrive.
There's Moscon further back, Guerrero, so that's going to drop them down the standings. This will move me up some. Zacharin, Reichenbach. Good finish. So close. I just needed to make contact with Landa, and I would have recovered and could have gone on to win the stage. But I was half a bike length away from making contact and just couldn't get on, and it ended up burning up the last of my energy trying to make that contact, where I would have then saved the energy necessary to go for it at the end. I should have just let him go, rode my own race, and taken second. Because I would have gapped the rest of those guys. I don't know why I'm so committed to just the win. I think that was stupid on my part. But this will help my position in the standings for sure. .44-minute cutoff. Looks like most everybody should get in within that time, but there's still lots of riders coming across the line. Well behind. Approaching that 44-minute mark. There it is. Those last 3, 4, 5 riders. 6, 7, 8.
And just in
That's
case you missed it,
maybe 6 or 7 riders that are going to be eliminated on time. So close yet so far. Should have the same time as Uran. Yes. Uman did end up with a split, so that's good for me. So 18 seconds down on Landa, that's not a big deal. Landa is, well, he's third, but he's no time trialist, so I can beat him in the time trial. I only move up 1 place. But Roglic, Rapaciro, Landa, Guerrero, Uran, Umin lost that little bit of time, so I'm just 3 seconds behind him now, just 5 seconds behind Uran. And those guys are not time trialists, so that time trial coming up, I'll have a clear advantage over all of the top. Well, not Roglic. Boy, Roglic is going to be tough to beat. I'm going to have to beat him on the mountain here. He's only a 77 on the mountains, so I don't know how he is. He must really be in form, and obviously I'm not now. Formula is still close behind. Dumoulin is still there. I think Moscon is nearly out of contention now. He's a good time trialist, though. Zachary and Gegenhardt, they're out of contention. Thomas is out of contention. You can't count out. Formulo's going to be too far down and not a good time trialist. So Dumoulin, myself, Roglic are probably going to be the favorites now. But Roglic, you got to favor him with the lead he's got at the moment. Okay, well, we'll take a look at what the next stage brings, but that's going to be at the beginning of the following episode. We'll have roughly one more episode. I think we might be able to squeeze it all into one more. It's a plan anyway. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Let's do one more. It's going to come straight down to the end, though. So we're going to jump in just the final few kilometers. One more stage. Final 15K in this one. Peloton is shrinking a little bit. There's definitely some damage. You can see Viviani, the only one who's strong left in the team. I had a plan that I'm no longer going to be able to execute. I've got a good race day condition. I was hoping to form a train with the guys that I had left and try to attack that climb. But, well, I got Deplus, Sandali, and Cassar out. Oh, now, no, it keeps switching back and forth. And the downside with that is it's switching back and forth. Betiol, yes, good on hills. Okay, we're going to go like this. And we're going to go like this. And like this. And I'm going to follow you. You're going to lead the way up that hill. Sandali is good on hills too. So Sandali is going to go in front of there, and then you're going to follow Cassart, and then, oh shoot, relax, 99, now follow, there we go, and then you're in a good spot right there. We'll probably set you to 93-ish. Ready to go. Speed it up, 10K. Breakaway group still away. Almost 3 minutes. They're going to hang on and win this thing, it looks like. But can we do something here? Okay. Really? Okay. I've lost the group again. Dang it. Okay, where's Deplus? Right there. I lost Sandali. This is the annoying factor here that it's doing this. 99. Follow Cassart. That's switching guys again. Now it's Sandali. Okay, you just follow them. Never mind these guys. Let them do their thing. Go 92.
The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 5 kilometers road sign.
Really? This is so flippin' annoying that it's not giving... Cassart, relax. It's not going to happen. I've got protection, right? It's switching. It's switching every 2 seconds. I mean, what the F am I supposed to do with this? Jeez.
The peloton seems to want to wind the breakaway back in. Now they're riding, and the gap is melting away.
Okay, riding hard here in 92.
The pace seems much too high for many riders.
There's 36 riders now.
Wow, that's one attack that's going to leave a good few in its wake.
And sprint.
And they're off. It's going to be very fast.
No energy, no energy. Breakaway is going to hang on. Last two guys. It's Conchi again. Pete Kenyak there with him. And then here is the rest of the group. So Guerrero, Viviani takes fourth. Landa, Peter Sagan, Prades, Uman. Yeah, usual suspects near the top, of course. No time gaps.
The riders bringing up the rear have made it through sheer willpower. This stage was a real strength sapper.
Everybody should be at the top here pretty quick. We're going to look at the standings, and then we will call it an episode.
And here are the race highlights that we've selected for you.
So I don't know why the same guys are in every break, and I get it. In real life, you see that a lot, but they keep hanging out to win, and it's kind of annoying that look, the top teams, Astana, they're not covering it at all. Like, at all. Whatsoever. 21st on the stage, still 7th overall, no changes at the top. Viviani's still leading, and actually quite comfortably now. He'll probably have himself a sprint jersey. Still in 7th. And we have stage 17 coming up. That'll split the field up some. These 3 climbs in a row, it'll be a small group at the end, but it's a downhill finish, so it still could be a small group. Stage 18, sprint. Stage 19, that's a chance for me to do some damage. Stage 20, absolutely nice long climb and long stage. And then finally a 30K. So, time trial. So, there's still chances. But again, Roglic won it last year, and I was 4th. And looking around, I mean, the group last year versus this year. Guerrero was here, Zakarin was here, and then Roglic. But these other guys that were all over the top 10 would absolutely be getting crushed. So the competition level is much, much higher this year at the Giro d'Italia. A lot of top riders here. But it's still not a group that I should be having this much trouble with. But of course, my fitness peak, long gone, and every time I try to do something, it's just not coming together. So it's been an unfortunate ride so far. Not happy with where we're at, but keep working, keep plugging away. There's still chances. It could still happen. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.